SpaceX's first astronaut launch next week is breaking new ground for style. This is by Marciadanfuzz.org. First astronauts launched by SpaceX are breaking new ground for the style with hip spacesuits, gull-wing Teslas, and a sleek rocket ship, all of it white with black trim. As you can see from the pictures here from SpaceX NASA, these suits and the helmets as well are a lot different from the ISS and the Apollo mission spacesuits that we've seen up to now. They're lightweight, they look as if they're more functional, and I don't know where their air packs would be, but it looks like the suits themselves and the helmets are a lot more sleek lined and lighter weight. Now the color coordinating is thanks to Elon Musk, the driving force behind both SpaceX and Tesla. Big fan of Flash and science fiction. NASA astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken like the fresh new look. They'll catch a ride to the launch pad in a Tesla Model X electric car. Hurley told Associated Press, "It's really neat, and I think the biggest testament to that is my 10-year-old son telling me how cool I am now. SpaceX has gone all out on the capsule's appearance," he said. He says they've worked equally as hard to make the innards and the displays and everything else in the vehicle work to perfection. The truth comes Wednesday when Hurley and Behnken climb aboard the SpaceX Dragon capsule atop a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, and equipment and weather permitting, shoot into space. It will be the first astronaut launch from NASA Kennedy Space Center since the last shuttle flight in 2011. It will also mark the first attempted by a private company to send astronauts into orbit. The only governments, Russia, US, and China, have done that. The historic send-off deserves a good look, according to SpaceX. It has a nice ring. Musk named his rocket after the Star Wars Millennium Falcon. The capsule name stems from Puff the Magic Dragon, Musk's jab at the doubters when he started SpaceX in 2002. SpaceX designed and built its own suits, which are custom fit. Safety came first, cool, and wow factor was a close second. And SpaceX Benji Reed, mission director, says it's important that the suits are comfortable and also are inspiring. Above all, it's designed to keep the crew safe. The bulky orange accent and entire entry suits worn by shuttle astronauts had their own attraction, according to Behnken, who, like Hurley, wore them for his two previous missions. Movies like Armageddon and Space Cowboys stole the orange look whenever actors were trying to pretend to be astronauts. On launch day, Hurley and Behnken will get ready inside Kennedy's remodeled crew quarters, which date back to the two-man Gemini missions of the mid-1960s. SpaceX techs will help the astronauts into their one-piece, two-layer pressure suits. Hurley and Behnken will emerge through the same double doors used in July 16, 1969, Apollo 11's Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins' operations and checkout building now bears Armstrong's name, but instead of the traditional Astrovan, the two will climb into the back seat of a Tesla Model X for the 9-mile ride to Launch Complex 39A, the same pad used by the Moon Men and most shuttle crews. It's while they board the Tesla that they'll see their wives and young sons for the last time before flight. Making a comeback after the 3 decades of NASA's warm logo, wavy, futuristic-looking red letters spelling NASA, the A resembling rocket nose, cones, and the worm adorns the Astro Tesla Falcon and even the astronaut suits, along with NASA's original blue meatball-shaped logo. And the white suit Hurley and Behnken will transfer from the white Tesla to the white Dragon atop the equally white Falcon. And Reed promised it's going to be quite a show. Now, this, of course, a few days after, this announcement comes a few days after NASA's, one of NASA's chiefs has, for some reason, quit. He's given his resignation for reasons, he says that he was there for 9 months. He says for reasons that he decided that for his own reasons he had to quit. And we have not been given any more news on that. If anybody knows why he did that, please let me know, give us a comment. But all this is going on without the chief of NASA being there in his position. Nevertheless, people know what they're supposed to be doing, and hopefully everything will go perfectly as planned without any hiccups. This is on phys.org by Marcia Dunn. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.